Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I will be doing a wing liner along with the red lip. If you're interested in how I achieved this look, please keep on watching. So we're gonna start with moisturizing my face. I'm going to moisturize with the Skin Smoothing Cream from Dermalogica. It looks like that. So here I'm just applying in circular motions. Next I'm going to be using the ColourPop Brow Boss. It looks like that. It's in the shade Ash Brown. So I'm just gonna literally brush my hairs up. I waxed my own eyebrows yesterday. Clearly, you can see right there, I over waxed a little bit, so I left a little hole. So now I do have a little bit to fill in, a little more than I would usually. So here you see me trying to fill in my eyebrow. I keep brushing and looking back and forth, see if the hole has magically fixed itself. So I keep brushing up, keep moving, and as you can see, I'm kind of struggling because I usually never really fill in my eyebrows like that. I just kind of fill in wherever it's empty, so today I had to give myself more of a little shape. I actually accidentally kind of waxed off my tail, as I'm noticing right now. I really did struggle to fill my eyebrows in today. As you're gonna see with my second eyebrow as well, I didn't take off as much as I did on my first one. My first one was the one I did mess up, so I was a little scared to go in and try to fix it, so I kind of just did like a fill, but it was like the weirdest fill now that I'm looking at it. They were definitely not twins today, they were definitely more like sisters. As you can see, I kept going back and forth trying to see if I could make it look better. It was just not happening. I was just not having my eyebrows. I kept going back and forth. Nothing was really working. So this is my eyebrows for now until they grow back. I keep looking back and forth. I'm like, is it different? Is it different yet? So next I'm going to be using the Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade number 3. Now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I'm going to be concealing my lid. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 20B Light. So with this, I usually like to carve out my eyebrow for more of a sharper look. I just like to grab this, make sure it's wet. Just grab this and just blend it out. So with this, I am just making sure that my lid is concealed with the concealer. I'm just tapping it in. Now I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 1 Fair. Just dabbing it right there. This is an Alamore brush. This is a brightening brush, but I like it because it just goes right in here, goes right under there. My favorite. Okay, I'm going to be using the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna go in with the shade Burnt Orange, one of my favorite shades. I'm just gonna apply that to my crease very lightly. I'm going to be using a Morphe M504. So here I'm going in with the shade Burnt Orange. I'm just making sure that everything is blended. Going in windshield wiping motions to get a seamless blend and not any harsh lines. I keep going back to each eye just to make sure that there isn't anything harsh and everything is diffused properly. Shade. Now dipping into the same palette, I'm going to be using the shade Rustic. I'm going to be using a Scone blending blush. I got this in my BoxyCharm box and it's one of my favorite brushes. So now I'm taking my Scone blending brush with the shade Rustic. I'm focusing it right below my transition shade. I'm going to just blend back and forth, windshield wiping motions as well, making sure that it is all blended and seamless with the other shade. Going back and forth, making sure to look at different angles to make sure that everything is looking great. I decided to also add it into my outer V. So then I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. And once I do that, I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M504 blending brush and just marry the two together. So it's a fluffier brush, making sure that it blends everything together and it doesn't leave any harsh lines if there are any. Be doing the same thing for both eyes, just going back and forth, making sure everything is okay and looking at it from different angles. I'm going to be leaving my lid a little bit matter today just because I don't want any shimmer or anything. I just want that shade that I have going on, and I'm just going to do a wing liner today. So today I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Black. So I'm going to start with really small strokes and then just go in. So now I'm going in with the wing liner. I'm just adding small strokes. I'm going for a thinner line, and then I'm just going to wing it out and then just fill it in. I like nowadays a smaller wing. So this is what I'm doing, just a little wing. Just because this is time consuming, I'm just going to do one eye and I'm going to do the other eye off camera. First, I'm going to curl my natural lash. I'm going to be using the Sephora Pink Eyelash Curler. So I'm going to be using the Wedding Lash by Lily Lashes. So here I'm going in with my Cami Nugan lash adhesive. I'm just taking my tweezers from Tweezerman and applying my lashes, starting from the middle, working at my ends, and then my inner corner. So now I'm going to be using the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer, Perfecting Base. So here I'm just applying the Perfecting Primer in circular motion all around my face with my fingers. So today I'm going to be using a mixture of two foundations. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear in the shade 440, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Light Beige. So I'm just going to apply a pump of the light beige and then 2 pumps of the Infallible Fresh Wear. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, just dab in and start on my face. So here you see me just tapping in the foundation with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. So I'm just tapping it in as much as I can because I just want it to be pushed into my skin butter-like is a term I could use. Not forgetting about my neck. It does take me a little while because I do like to push it in and take my time with my foundation. Now for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. So here I'm kind of just doing a triangle, highlighting whatever I want brighter with my concealer and then just blending it in. Now I'm going to be warming up my face with the Morphe concealer in the shade C3.55. For my blush now, I'm going to be using the Kiss and Smink cream blush in the shade Tulum. So here I'm just applying my cream blush. I started on the apples of my cheek and just worked my way up, just right on top of where I warmed up my face with the concealer, and then putting some on my nose to make it look sun-kissed. Today for my liquid highlighter, I'm going to be using the Laura Geller Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops in the shade Gilded Honey. It's wet. Elf Beauty Sponge. It's wet, so I'm going to dip into the drops that I put in a little pan. Put it on my hand first to make sure it's not too harsh. And I'm just gonna go into the high points of my face, skipping over that little pimple that I have. I'm going to just set my under eyes. I'm going to be using the Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury, the Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 1 Fair. I'm just gonna go in, just tap in. My nose is a little too much. Just tap it in. Perfect. So here I'm just finishing my eyes. I'm just smoking out my lash line with the same shades I used on my crease. Now with the detail brush, I'm going to be going into the shade Rustic and just stamping it on right by my lash line. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics number 11 brush. I'm also going to go in with a black eyeliner on my waterline. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Tarte Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner in the shade BH04. So now I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara and just applying it to my lower lash line. Just tap at the base. So here I'm just taking in this shade Gilded Honey highlighter in the powder and just applying it to my inner corner. So here I'm just going in with the red lip liner, outlining my lips, and then I decided to just fill everything in. I'm going to be using the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Morphe. So there you have it. Classic red lip with the wing eyeliner. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you soon. Bye.